Well, my grandma and my grandpa came from Ireland during the potato famine. They lived in Oklahoma, where they had to liquidate their farm in Meeker, Oklahoma, and they moved out to Buckeye, Arizona in about 1932. They just lived there a short while and they made the trek to California. And then my grandfather worked in the oil industry, worked for Texaco. And then my grandmother and my grandfather, he was from Georgia and moved to Texas, where he met my grandmother. And he trained horses and mules. And then they came to California in the early 1900s, before the Dust Bowl. That's where my mother was born, and they were farm workers. And my grandmother built a cardboard house, and she took it down every morning, and they worked in the fields. And that's where my mother was born. And then during the Dust Bowl, they actually migrated to Bakersfield. And they lived in Maricopa, but my grandfather worked in Cuyama for the Mettler farm, where he was killed in a farming accident. A big tank apparently broke loose and crushed him. Anyway, they lived out there, and then my mother, but she didn't have a dad, so her older brother lived in North Dakota, so she moved up there for a little while in her 8th grade year and lived in North Dakota, and then came back to Bakersfield and went to Bakersfield High School. But they all came here during the Dust Bowl. So my grandmother's family, they came on a horse and wagon, and one of the nights, her older sister had a young baby. They were camped by a river, and while they were down washing or doing whatever in the creek, the wild pig came down and grabbed the baby and ran away with it, never to be seen again. And so, I mean, it was tough getting here. They paid a lot of personal prices to get here, and they came with nothing. Basically the clothes on their back and their mode of transportation, that was it. And my grandparents on my dad's side, same thing. They came out here with just what little bit of money they sold their farm for, which back then was nothing, and came out here, and they were just laborers. You know, they had no money. All their kids, for the most part, have managed to do fairly well for themselves. Their grandkids have all done well, and so it's been a good experience, you know, to come from nothing and work your way up. This has been the America dream, really, what's been achieved. It's been a good deal for all of us. You know, we've been able to do pretty good in this town. Bakersfield's been very good to me, and I believe in giving back. Yeah, we're gonna host an event at my farm south of Bakersfield. We call it the Horse Ranch, KB Farms, and Dust Bowl to Diamonds. I've got so many wonderful friends here. This is the most giving and caring community you could ever hope to live in. And anything I can do for our community, I'm on board with it. I love helping out this community. Lots of great people here.
Join Kern County Cancer Foundation at the Horse Ranch for the inaugural Dust Bowl of Diamonds event, a fun-filled evening of friends, fundraising, live music, multi-catered food stations, drinks, and live auction. Proceeds raised benefit underinsured or uninsured local cancer patients and help cover finances related to travel and treatment. For sponsorship opportunity, tickets, and more information, visit www.kerncountycancerfoundation.org.